Welcome
to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
We are traveling all over Uganda to find hardworking farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need
to make their farms more productive and adapt to climate change.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice and turn their farms around into a profitable business,
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experience
on the Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
Put it up. Welcome to Shamba Shape Up Uganda.
Today is a special day.
Special? It is inspirational.
We are meeting two hardworking ladies who are using innovative ways to do farming.
These two ladies, Stella and Deborah, know the power of collaboration to use land for agriculture.
I wonder how they did it.
Let's go find out.
Today we are in Kikoko village in Wakiso district to visit two farmers, Atai, Stella and Deborah Asege. They are both married and live with their children.
Stella and Deborah don't own acres of land of their own. Teaming up together, Stella and Deborah hired some land where they have been planting nakati and maize. All this is to create an income-generating activity and food security for their young family.
Hello? Yes, hello. You're welcome.
Thank you. We are looking for Stella.
Yes, I'm the one.
So how did you get into farming?
Okay, before coming here, I was in the village. So you know the activities which are taking place from the village. There is digging. When I came here, I got friends. And we joined our hands together. We say, we should at least make something. Then we rented the land.
What challenges did you get in this farming?
You plant maize. Sometimes it doesn't come out very well. Find gaps. Second challenge, there is another sickness again of maize. Instead of being green, it brings yellow leaves.
Since Stella works with Deborah, let's go to her home and she also tells us some of her challenges. You call her.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Deborah.
Hello, I'm here. You are most welcome.
Are you Madame Deborah?
Yes. I'm happy to see you.
Tell us about what you've been doing on your farm and how you got into farming.
I have a friend called Stella. We wanted to start that farming together. We are planning to put in a cut. It has started germinating.
Are there any challenges with the nakati?
We planted that nakati. It did not come out well. So we are planning this time because the season has started. I think we shall get something better than that.
I believe so too. You see, we don't even come alone. We come with experts who help you to give you all the information that you need.
Okay.
Actually, let us go and call them. Then we'll come back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful.
We'll be back.
Okay.
I'll see you. Stella and Deborah planted their maize 2 months ago. Though the maize looks good, they have noticed that it is yellowing and dying out. Fortunately, we have invited an expert, Dr. Godfrey Seru from the National Agricultural Research Organization, NARO, to show us some of the ways to control pests and diseases. Oh, doctor.
Yes.
Hey, I can see you're whispering to
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been here observing the field.
Yes.
The maize really looks good. Thanks for the effort. However, when we are talking of maize production, one of the important things to look at is the plant population. We need to have the right number of plants in a particular field. But if you look around here, there are so many gaps. And any gap that you leave makes you lose in terms of the harvest. So going forward, make sure that you have the plant wherever it's supposed to be.
Which space should I put in the middle there? When it is 2 seeds and when it is 1 seed?
When we are planting maize for food, we plant it in rows, and the distance from one row to another row is 75 centimeters. If you are putting 1 seed, it should be 1 foot. That is 30 centimeters. But now, if you are putting 2 seeds, you are going to increase, instead of 1 foot, you increase it to 2 feet. That is 60 centimeters.
Okay.
If we are growing maize for animal feed, the distance from one row to the next row is 75 centimeters. Then within the row, from one plant to the next plant is 25 centimeters. But in each hole we put 2 seeds to increase the plant population. I've also seen another problem, and I would like us to go and have a look.
Where is this problem?
This plant has a disease, and that disease normally moves through seed when you plant an infected seed, or sometimes it has some insects which spread it. When they come and bite here, then bite on a healthy plant, it gets infected. So this disease is called maize streak virus disease.
Okay.
So now with this, whether you leave it here or not, it's going to give you a very small cob, and sometimes it will not even give you anything because the green surface has been eaten up. The best thing to do for such, you uproot to give space to the other normal plants. 2, to make sure other insects don't come, bite here and spread to other plants.
Doctor, you've said you have to uproot this since it is affected. Now, what if I uproot and yet there are some other gaps? Is it okay if I'm to replace, and will those ones I've replaced, will they catch up with the ones which have already germinated?
When you gap fill, the chances of what you've gap filled surviving is low because these other plants will have grown and they will shed the other ones. So you should gap fill within the first 2 weeks. It shouldn't be above half a foot. Once it's above half a foot, then it has already overgrown, it will shed.
Doctor, my question is, I had another garden. I'd planted maize, but still I want to plant again. Is it going to be okay? Or I put another?
Yeah, sometimes it's a good practice to do crop rotation. Such that once you have maize, the following season, you plant something else for reasons that if the previous crop had some pests and diseases, we break the cycle of the pest and disease. That is the best. Then you plant another crop, then after that you can come back with maize. That would be the ideal.
Okay, thank you.
So Deborah and Stella, first you get a good certified seed.
Yes.
Then you prepare your land very well. You plant using the recommended spacing. And then you do the scouting for the pests. If the pests are there, you control them. And then you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Once you do that, be sure you are going to get a very nice harvest.
It is inspiring to see women working together with the little resources to earn a living. They have the grit, we come with the brains. Dr. Nagai, let's go check on the ladies. Producing good quality vegetables with high demand is key for farmers like Stella and Deborah. This is because they grow faster and there is a ready market. The ladies have worked together for 2 years and have had some success, but they need more help. That is why we have invited Dr. Nagai Robina from National Agricultural Research Organization, NARO, to show us what we should do better to increase our profit. From the look of things, what is happening here?
If you look at this Nakati, we want to maximize this small plot of land and get good money out of it. I would have advised you, if we are growing it, we should change and grow it in rows. Because your land is small and you want to maximize it. When you are maximizing it, you have to reduce on the expenses. The first expense, when you broadcast the seeds, you are using a lot of seed, and the seed is very expensive. And when you broadcast, it means that when you are going to bring your manure, you are also going to broadcast it, so you will use a lot. So after preparing your land, make a rows. From one row to another one, it is supposed to be 1 foot apart. Then, when you are drilling that row, you bring your manure and place it in that row. You don't put where you are not going to plant seeds. For example, if you are going to use 1 kilogram of seed, first mix it with 4 kilograms of manure and you mix it thoroughly. Then bring that mix and you put it on top of the manure which you have placed in the drills, and then you cover.
Why should the rows be across, not down?
Whenever you are planning your garden, you have to know the gradient of the place. Because when you make them run down, it means that we allow the erosion to run with it. So the rows are supposed to be against the gradient, such that when it rains, it will be stopped somewhere.
What are the benefits of planting in rows?
You use small amount of seeds. Like here, they might have used something like 10 kilograms of seeds. But if you are using rows, you are reducing on the amount of seed to use. Then secondly, if you plant in rows, all the management practices will be done at ease. You will use those passages to weed, to spray, to harvest, and they don't keep on stepping on your plants. At the same time, if we use the rows and put manure in it, then you are conserving the moisture. That manure will hold water such that nakati will germinate within 1 week. So in the long run, these plants will grow very healthy. They will become resistant to some of those pests and diseases. By the time the pests and diseases wake up to come and attack them, you already harvesting. Within 45 days, you will begin harvesting them. It will take a very short time.
I learned a new method of planting nakati, not broadcasting again like this, which cannot make me again to use too much money for buying fertilizer, manure. I'm happy I'm gonna make good money in nakati.
Welcome back to Shamba Shape Up Uganda. We are in Kikoko village, Wakiso district, and we're visiting Atai, Stella and Deborah Asege. We've seen how to practice better farming to get the best harvest.
But that's not all. We want to find out what nutritious food Stella can prepare for her children and how best Deborah can cook in a safe, fast and cheaper way that is good for the environment.
All this maize and nakati talk has got me hungry, Aggie. Let me go find out something. Oh, Stella!
Yes, please.
We're in the chicken.
Yes.
Or in the kitchen. You're doing beans?
Yes.
You put them down. I've got to show you something. Come. Put them down.
Sure.
Put them down.
What is that?
This is a surprise. You're going to like it. Ta-da!
Welcome. Things are good here. Thank you.
What we feed a young child sets the foundation on which their body's immunity depends on to fight diseases and grow strong. Foods rich in vitamin A like orange-fleshed sweet potatoes help play a key role in solving the problem of malnutrition. We have invited Winnie Nachagaba to tell us some of the benefits and show products we can get from orange-fleshed sweet potatoes. Winnie, what is all this?
This is about nutrition, especially for the young children less than 5 years old.
Actually, I heard somewhere that the first 1,000 days are important for a kid. Why?
Because during this time, the child's brain is growing very fast and the child needs to grow at the proper rate.
So how do we let our child grow properly?
If our child is going to grow properly, it needs all the foods from the different groups. We need the proteins.
Protein?
We need milk, we need meat, we need fish. We need carbohydrates, and we also need vitamins and minerals. The foods which are required for all of us, especially for the young children, they are categorized into 4 groups. And here I moved with a chart to guide us. You can pick different items from different groups. Here we have the source of proteins, we have the carbohydrates, we have the protective or the vitamins and mineral sources. So if we have these products here like sweet potato, we can combine it with an egg, we have peas, we have groundnuts, we have fish. But don't forget to add any of these.
Now, why do we have this orange flesh sweet potato? Why is it very important?
It's a major source of vitamin A. And vitamin A is important for our growth. It protects our eyes, and especially for our young child and a mother, it's good for boosting immunity. So orange fresh is both under carbohydrate source, but also vitamin A and vitamin C.
Is it also good for us?
Vitamin A is very important for all of us, although it is more important for the young ones and the mothers.
So Winnie, we have very many products. Please explain to us what these products are.
These are products from orange fresh sweet potato. This is the high quality sweet potato starch, which we can use as porridge. Then we have orange fresh sweet potato flour, where we have combined with okra, which is high in vitamin K, it is high in proteins, and it is good for the young children and mothers. We also have chapatis here. 60% of the ingredients is from orange fresh sweet potato.
Hey.
I wanted to ask about this flour. Like I want to make porridge. How do I make it?
From this packet, you can measure off 10 spoons. 10 spoons are able to make for you porridge for 5 people in the household. Put it in a saucepan. You first mix very well with the flour. Then when the water has boiled, we add the water to it and continue stirring until it boils. We don't cook it for a long time. Even 5 minutes can be enough. You can add milk for taste and also to increase the nutritional content. This is the sweet potato we use to make those products we have there. You can see the orange color, which is similar to the products we have there. There are many varieties, but that is one of them.
Oh, okay.
And now, Madam Winnie, how do I cook this one now?
It is easy like you cook any other sweet potato. After peeling, washing, and cleaning it properly, you cut into small pieces, which will cook very fast. Then we steam. Because farmers have access to banana leaves, so you can use the banana leaves. Then you cook it. Once you cover it, it cooks very fast.
This is the best part of this job, having to taste. Are we ready, Madam Winnie?
Frob and Winnie have been using a gas cooker to make porridge. Now Deborah is using charcoal. These energy sources seem cheap and safe, but I have a better one. I have invited Victoria Comhange, an e-cooking specialist from MEX, to show us better ways of cooking.
Come, this is what we have brought you. And this is what I was telling you I was going to show you. Kindly explain to us what you have here.
This is an electric pressure cooker. It is very fast. It is energy saving, it is clean. When you are cooking, there is no smoke being emitted, and it is very safe. So this is where we put our saucepan, and then there should be no water. You know, electricity and water don't mix. We put the saucepan like this. When we close up, pressure builds up inside here. But this is designed with a lot of safety features. And one of them is when you are cooking and there's a lot of pressure inside, this lid will not open. It will only open when the pressure has gone down. Also, it is well insulated. all the heat is really contained inside.
If a child touches on it, does it shock the child? Yeah.
No, it does not shock.
Okay.
They shouldn't play near the socket or
Okay.
the cable.
Okay.
This is all good. You've talked about the safety. But as a farmer, as Deborah, can she afford this?
It is very affordable. The amount of electricity it uses to cook, the cost of that electricity is cheaper than charcoal, it is cheaper than gas, even firewood.
It does not cost.
It does not.
Okay.
It does not consume a lot of electricity.
Excuse me. You're saying this appliance is cheaper than charcoal, cheaper than firewood?
Yes, that's right.
Madam Deborah,
Yes.
do you have gas?
Yes, I do.
Agi, use your gas.
Yes.
I won't use charcoal.
Bring it on.
For this to be a real experiment, we are going to cook 2 cups of beans each. The energy sources we are going to use are charcoal, gas, and the electric pressure cooker. The charcoal costs 10,000 Uganda shillings and weighs 6 kilograms. The gas tanks cost 57,000 Uganda shillings and weighs 13.5 kilograms. And the electric pressure cooker meter started to count at 0.701 kilowatt hours. Let's start cooking.
How are you doing that side?
Well, you mind your business, man.
We have all these things chopped. What is next?
We are going to cook.
Agi,
Yes,
I need some.
I feel for you, my friend. But what can we do?
See you at the finish line.
So we are going to start by frying the beans.
How can we start frying when they are not ready?
You are going to see.
Okay.
You are going to see. You can fry direct. Yes. Put in oil whichever is comfortable for you. And then we press the frying button here. It's called saute. Then we shall fry, put in all these things. Put in the beans. Afterwards, put in just a little water just to cover the beans. We shall close up and then that's it. We wait for the beans to get ready for the time to count down to 0.
How long will it take?
Since the beans are soaked, this may take around 40 minutes. Yeah, it's ready. The time is up. Okay. So first have to depressurize.
Deborah. Okay.
Wow, the beans are ready and they look so perfect.
Hey, these beans are ready. Mine are still boiling. As for Frob, I'm not sure what's happening there.
Seems this is going to take some time. Let me start frying mine. I hope I'm faster than Frob. The results are back and here is the score. We started with 6 kilograms of charcoal. Now we have 3 kilograms of charcoal, which means we used 3 kilograms of charcoal, which cost us 5,000 Uganda shillings. Gas weighed 13.5 kilograms and now weighs 12.81 kilograms, which cost us 6,550 shillings for 0.69 liters. The EPC started with 0.701 kilowatt hours and ended with 1.038 kilowatt hours, which means we used 0.337 units that cost us only 300 shillings. The time taken to prepare the beans was 3 hours on the charcoal stove, 2 hours on the gas cooker, but only 50 minutes in the electric pressure cooker. Clearly, Cooking with the EPC is cheaper and saves time.
The beans are served from the pressure cooker, from the gas, and from the charcoal. Deborah, please test.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Which one is better?
This one is number one. It is best.
The electric pressure cooker won.
So great and perfect.
Let's leave Agiko to continue sulking. As for you at home, we shall catch you next week on the next episode of
Shamba Shape Up Uganda! Woo!